Alrighty, guys, and I was about to say girls, but guys. Alright, guys. I got a new motor. I got a new motor for Christmas. For the boat. I got this one right here, which is for the Ft009 racing boat, 24 megahertz radio. I mean, it's a pretty decent sized boat. I mean, I would say a 10 scale boat, basically, because it's basically about the same size as most of my 10 scales that I have, like the Rustler and Slash and Red Cat. Red Cat's a 10 scale. I'm gonna show you guys. I had to rip this whole thing apart because I really hate working on this boat because it's a low maintenance boat, but you have to. I've never never had to maintenance it because it's an easy, ready to run boat. It's only like, I think, $79 on Amazon when I bought it. I mean, I never recently with this to play around with, but it has a nice big rudder, decent propeller. It comes with transmitter, receiver, and battery, and with another nose piece, which means pop this off if you want to, and it pops off. But other than that, it's a pretty decent boat. I sunk the boat really. And it has this little plug on the back end where you can drain water off of it and drain water out of it. If you have that kind of, if you have just a bag on, or if you need to drain water off it or something like that. Well, I was draining water, like I was working on it like a day because I had to work on it because I changed the because I got water in there and I was driving. I don't know how, but I guess the lid wasn't on there tight enough because it comes with two lids. You got the water seal lid with the water ring on the outside. You got one for basically for style. I mean, it really does nothing. I mean, the little fin, thing's pretty cool. But yeah. This is the boat. I mean, that's the rotor shaft right there. I don't know if I can see in there, but that's the rotor shaft. When I was working on it, I guess I forgot to put the plug back in, and I got water all in here. I mean, the servo, the waterproof, took a thing. Hang on, guys. Okay, this is your transmitter and receiver box right here. I mean, they already have silicone all around it. Well, waterproof silicone in here. You can take this cover off. The only problem that I've ever had with this boat is, I don't know if it's just this boat or it always happens with all these boats, but in here, the battery connector wires are loose inside here. But I'm afraid because they're going straight to the chip. They don't have, like, the regular ESC for, the Rustler or the Slash or anything. You don't have the little easy set thing, so you can switch them out real easy. But it goes straight to the thing. Well, I can't switch this out unless I buy a whole new thing. And I'm afraid if I buy a new thing, I don't know how to link it up because there's no button. I mean, there's no little button. As soon as you hook up the battery, the boat automatically turns on. And you turn the remote on and it links up. So, I mean, I have no idea. But yeah, sorry guys, my nose is a little stopped up. Other than that, it's a pretty good boat. It says racing on it. I guess it's for racing, I don't know. I just bought it because I wanted a boat. But, I mean, it's a pretty good boat. I mean, that's my arm compared to the boat from nose to fin. I mean, but if y'all look at this motor right here, that's the old one that I took out. It has corrosion all around it. And what I like about this boat is it has water cooling system in it, like this right here, which I think is pretty cool because when you're driving, it has a hose that runs right here, that runs out through the back end right here. But there's another hose right. Let's tuck in the corner right here. It's tucked in the corner. See, it's right here. This little hose right here. And there's a small little gap on the bottom, a small little hole right there, if y'all can see it, right there. And you can see it's like real yellow. Well, it funnels the water into there, and when you're driving, it sucks the water up through there from just pressure from the motor. from you going through the waves and stuff. It forces the water through it and cools the motor through the cooling system right here. But if your cooling system gets blocked up, like mine blocked up one time because I was driving in during the winter when the leaves were falling, and I got some leaves. I went through a pile of leaves, and the leaves didn't clog up the back rotor or anything like that. It clogged up that pipe. Well, you know, I didn't notice it because you really can't notice it. I mean, you have to just stop and look at it for a second. But what I like about it is it won't let you blow the motor. No matter what, you will not blow this motor. You cannot blow this motor. This motor will automatically shut off because if you look right here, it has a emergency shut off switch. It basically tells you the positive and negative, how hot it can get and how cold it can get before it shuts off. If it gets too cold, it will shut off. If it gets too hot, it will shut off. But you have more risk of it getting too hot because there's no fan inside here, and it's a brushed motor. And it's a brushed motor. I don't know what term it is. I have no clue. It doesn't really say. But I've actually used these motors a lot because they're real good motors. I mean, even though they're brushed motors, but I mean they're pretty good motors. I mean, they have plenty of power. This is basically the same motor that I have in my airboat up there. Sorry guys, that was my phone going off. Up there. But yeah, I'm gonna put this motor in and I'll show you what it actually looks like put together. Give me just a second. Alright guys,